Greetings, all you fellow slinging agents in the wild. Welcome back to the show. I'm going to keep this intro brief so we can get to the heart of the episode, but we can't pass go without the shoutouts. First one goes to Albert Stebbins, who mentioned on episode 2 that there were no comments and that it was time to fix that. You know what? This is a fact. We need you guys and gals and cultists and shagohoths to get over to the YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20 and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll wait. All right, you back? Great. Leave me a comment as I reply to all of them, and I love to give the shout outs. So do me that solid and get on over there and help us pump this channel up, because it really is one of our main venues for all of you listeners out there. It really does help the show. So let's do that. Next, we have from an old friend of the show, Gary Kilgore, who finished listening to our Convergence rendition and mentioned that he would have taken out the sheriff a lot sooner. You know what, Gary? A lot of the behind the scenes that we really don't record, I heard a lot of this from the other hard slingers of yore, and we always, every time we entered the digital rage room, I kept hearing, okay, we got to take out Oakley. We got to take out Oakley. No, we let Oakley live. No, this, that, blah, blah, blah. By the way, spoilers, if you haven't already listened to it, get on over. I don't know why you haven't done it. Last season, get up to speed. He also is liking how Lot 27 is starting off. Well, Gary, it only gets better as it goes on. Believe me, as I edited all the episodes 1 through 7, then the after action report, and then, of course, the epilogue. So enjoy as they drop week by week. Remember, all you fellow slinging agents in the wild, leave us that 5-star rating and review on whatever podcast app you listen to the show on. Now, let's warm up our dice and top off our glass as Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents episode 3 of our Lot 27 run through. You know, it's kind of funny. One time somebody asked me, do I just have that recorded where I say, let's warm up our dice and top off our glass? You know, do I just drop that in? Or do I say it every time on every episode? You know, I say it every time on every episode. So warm up those dice and top off those glasses. Yeah, it's just funny how you guys go off script, but it works so well. I mean, I never say, oh, damn, you did. I mean, I find it very entertaining, and it keeps me on my feet aside from the outline that I've already put together. And it causes me to go back and forth a little bit, because you'll find things, or you'll inquire about things earlier on. And so I got to locate this stuff. Like, what the fuck was that again? Oh, yeah, you know. It's just like, what was it? La Few. Way to go.
Yeah,
Patricia LaFew.
Get those names in. Oh, yeah. When was she born? Start making you have to create on the
do a little math and shit. So, how are you guys enjoying the pacing of this one?
I like it.
This one's fun. It's tight.
Good. That's what I want to hear. That makes me happy, because if it wasn't up to your guys' standard, then I would feel like, okay, I missed the mark, but I feel much better.
It's tight, like when Tony's trying to pay a tip.
Ooh, nothing's that tight.
Round up for charity, sir? No, thanks.
I don't even think my cat's that tight.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Are we ready to begin?
Yes, we are.
All right, let me write the time down here. Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted handler, Brian, and with me, my hard slingers of yore.
Yeah, greetings and salutations.
Yeah. Episode 3 of our Delta Green homebrew scenario, lot number 27. So you guys have managed to find out who won the lot back at the auction house and where they're staying. They're staying at the Civilian Hotel in Hell's Kitchen. You found out which room, or rooms, I should say, that this individual, Deacon Gray, had procured. Rooms 2634 and 2636. Agent Each and Agent Adesso are currently standing outside the door of 2634. Agent Nakamura is standing outside of 2636. Adesso, you have just slid the master card into the electronic lock and opened up the door. Let me describe what room 2634 looks like. Unlike most high-end hotels, the rooms in the Civilian are very Art Deco, meant to reflect a very 50s motif. The interior walls are layer painted, white on top, red on the lower half. You see two full-size beds that are set against the opposite wall of two large bay windows that overlook Hell's Kitchen and the Hudson River. An old rotary-style phone hangs from the wall between the two beds, and just beyond the two beds, off to the right, you see an open door.
And there's nobody inside?
Nope. The beds are
look like they've been slept in?
No. They don't. If they have been slept in, you couldn't tell. The beds are made tight. The pillows are upright. There's nothing on the floors.
Any luggage?
No.
You said it's an open door. Is that a door leading to the bathroom, or is that adjoining to another room? Can we tell?
Not from where you stand inside of the doorway. You would have to go in and figure that out.
All right. Agent Odysseus, would you like me to search the bathroom this time, as opposed last time you took the bathroom, and maybe it's my turn this time.
Right. You check the bathroom, Agent Okami, and I will check and see if the adjoining door, if there is one. Well, I guess we'll move around the corner and figure out if that's an adjoining door or a bathroom door. Taking care to cover the door.
So into the room. I'll make an announcement, not too loud, but loud enough to be heard. Federal agent, show yourself.
You're met with silence.
Okay, well then I'll move to go take a look and see what's in the doorway there.
Inside the open door, you see a pair of vertical brass bars that jut off from the opposite wall that serve as some kind of a foundation for a porcelain sink. You see an enclosed shower stall that remains hidden behind frosted privacy glass that's set in a dark brown sliding door. An unornate toilet is to the right of the sink, with a trash can just off to its side.
Okay, anything in the trash can? Does it look empty as well?
As you look inside the trash can, you see it contains several disposable razors and a lot of hair. A good majority of the strands are 2 to 4 inches long. You also see a large plastic bag in the bottom of the trash can.
All right, well, I'll just take the trash. Is there anything else in the bathroom of note? The shower, I assume, is empty. I don't see any shapes behind the frosted glass.
Nothing through the frosted glass.
Okay, so nothing else then in the bathroom. The shitter's empty, the trash can has stuff, and then the shower stall is empty.
That's correct.
Okay, I'll move out clear. And
do I notice anything about the other? Is there another door in the room?
There is not. Unlike some of the hotel rooms you have been in, there is no adjoining door between this room and presumably room 2636.
Got it. And there's no luggage. It looks like maybe there were people here, but they're gone, and they may not have even slept in the beds.
Yeah, it looks like they just had time to shave.
Yeah, shave their heads, which sounds strange.
So the hair in the trash can there, handler, that's not the long type of hair that our friend Thomas had at the desk, is it?
No.
Okay, just making sure it wasn't, he wasn't like posing as the front desk clerk for some reason. I didn't think so. We should probably let Makamura know that this room is empty. We should check the other room, and then maybe we sweep both rooms, check under the mattresses, check wherever we can to see if there's anything. But it appears that no one's been here other than to shave their balls.
Did you take the trash can with you?
Yes, I have that. It should be. I took the trash can out, and I'm going to be placing it in the room with Odesso and myself.
Okay.
But I want to let Makamura know that I think maybe we should check the other room too, in case someone's in there.
Yeah, we'll check that after we make sure. Yeah, we'll come back and check the bag inside the trash can.
Do you want to open this door first, Okami, or do you want to? What do you want me to do?
We're going to go into the second room, do a sweep, and then if that's empty, we'll do a search. It may not be empty. So I would much rather have us find people in the room and not have them run away while we're looking at dirty trash bag hair.
Oh, copy that.
Let's hit the other room.
Okay.
Go in. Knock, knock.
No answer.
Slide the thing in. At the ready. Walk in.
Beep.
You open the door to room 2636. This room, next door, is a mirror of the room you just inspected. Same kind of paint motif, 2 beds, a phone, a door on the far side, except this door, which you know would be to the bathroom, is closed.
I'll communicate to each. Door closed. There.
Okay.
Anybody else in the room?
Negative.
I'll cover the bathroom door. Federal agents, exit the bathroom.
Where are you in relation to the bathroom door?
I'm going to go in between the 2 beds so I can use them as cover and cover the door by being in between the 2 beds. A little closer than I'd like to be, but on the other hand, if somebody pops out, I can duck behind the bed.
You have a clear line of shot, and it's probably not a purple spooge, so you should be good this time.
Okay,
Hopefully.
as you get closer and you stand between the 2 beds, covering the door, you're looking at the door. Only from this distance, you can actually see that there's a pool of crimson that's seeping from under the door jamb itself.
I'll tell each, I think we got blood. Well, is there any water running? Do I hear any water running or moving around, shuffling?
Go ahead and make an alertness check.
Oh boy. Holly is not the most alert guy, for whatever reason. She's really working on that. It's 45. My alertness is 25. I fail the alertness.
You hear nothing.
I hear nothing.
You don't. Hang on a second.
Go ahead.
Tone, are you leveling up those failed skills as you go through this? Okay, all right.
Yes,
That's
I am.
all.
I have
Okay.
now like 6 different alertness failures. And
Okay.
that's what made it up from a 20 to a 25.
Okay,
But I'm still failing alertnesses, believe me.
okay. Go ahead, each.
Well, what I'll do then is I'll cover me, and I'll walk up to the door and sort of give it not a hard kick, but a kick enough to open it, and then as I sort of leap back and go in a crouching position.
Okay. You push kick this door. It goes in about 1.5 feet, and it hits something clunk, and kind of rebounds back a little.
All
And then
right.
you hear a scuff noise, almost as though like a slight movement on the linoleum, but it's just brief.
Okay.
Probably caused by the door hitting whatever's there.
Yeah. Well, I'll be bold, and I will go say, Makamura, go see what it is. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go take a peek. I'll push the door open as far as it goes, and when it stops, I'll give it kind of another little push and see if there's any kind of pushback or reaction, and then I'll just take a peek around the door jamb or the door.
There is no pushback this time, but you do see that a man is laying on the floor. He's just under the sink, kind of leaning against the toilet itself. He still has his hair top of his head, lays in a pool of his own blood. Looks like he's been stabbed several times, and his eyes have been removed. And I need you to make a sanity check as you look at this macabre display.
Macabre. Okay, sanity. 24 under 49.
Looks like something you might have seen before in one of your late night jaunts. Really doesn't affect you, though. You don't even bile up a little.
Oh,
But as
great.
you looking at him, you see him stir a little, just barely, murmuring.
Okay. Federal agents, you're safe. Can you speak? Speak up. I'm just kidding.
You got any ID?
Last time I spoke up,
No,
this
no, I
happened
just
to
see-
me. Who's there? Who's there? I can't see what's. Oh, I'm sorry, Deacon. Great. I'm sorry. Make a medicine check.
Medicine is 0, so I can't.
Yeah, my medicine
Okay.
is 0 too.
All right. There's a lot of blood on this floor.
Does it seem to be coagulated, or is it recently fresh? Are there splash marks everywhere? Like,
It looks recent.
okay.
It looks as though he's barely alive, that his demise is most likely imminent.
Yeah.
Anything we can do for him?
I'll check him for ID. I'll check his pockets for ID. We're here to help you.
As you're
I
checking
search.
him, he's kind of lolling back and forth, almost in a form of protest. You see that he has an unusual knife on his side. It's an obsidian blade with a handle made from a leather thong wrapped around it. He also has what appears to be a boarding pass in his pocket for an Amtrak train.
All right, we'll collect all that. What's the name on the boarding pass?
It says Apostle Gerolf Nicholas.
Good Lord. Can you say that again for the note takers here?
Apostle Gerolf Nicholas.
Okay. And then you said he had ID?
No ID.
No ID, just the boarding pass.
Just the boarding pass
and a cool knife.
In a weird ass knife, yeah.
I will
Do
the knife you said was in a sheath, right?
Yes, it's in a sheath.
Is it bloody at all? I'll take it out.
It
Does
is
it
not.
appear-
It's
Okay.
completely dry.
Does the pattern of the blade match the puncture wounds on the body?
I could just imagine this test. Does that look identical?
It feels like it fits.
Yeah, I have a 0 in forensics, so I can't even tell. I wouldn't know.
Oh, it's easy to tell. Just stab it next to one of the other stabs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. They look the same way. If anybody has forensics, if they want to make that assertion,
I don't have forensics, but I have grown up around swords and blades my entire life. Can I at least see that the knife wound, maybe if it's one-sided, that there's only cuts on one side, if it's more of a puncture mark? Or
yeah, go ahead and use that.
What would I use?
You're going to use an intelligence check.
Oh, there we go.
All right, that's very low for each. Let me see. So I got to roll under 50. 70, miss.
Okay. McNamara comes up and he looks at it, and he is an actual FBI agent. He's not faking it. And so he's going to
Hey.
use his forensics, which he does have a skill in. It looks like a wound. He totally blows it.
You got to look at him like, thank you. All right, we can't tell. Is he still alive or is he passed on?
He is barely alive. You could barely hear him whispering something.
What are you trying to tell us, Mr. Nicholas? Can we help you? Who did this?
The result of my carelessness deserves this punishment as bitterness. Oh, forgive me, Deacon.
So it wasn't Deacon. He sounds like he's failed.
He's Jeroff Nicholas. He's saying he failed Deacon or something.
Yeah.
So they had something and someone came in and took what they had. Potentially it's our missing November cell.
No, I don't think so. I think this is one of Deacon's guys. That was.
No, I'm saying
Are you thinking November Cell may have done this to him?
I'm saying it could be.
Yeah, but that's not our style to remove eyes. It sounds like something very different.
Right. I'm just kind of making a joke here, counselor.
I'm a little slow on the joke today.
Yeah,
sorry.
today's been a little.
Yeah, I've been a little off. I'm sorry. I should have another beer.
You got no bubbles in your beer today.
Yeah. See, it's the problem. It's empty.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll leave him there. And Ichi will offer the sweet gift of mercy to him if he is not speaking anymore, and I'll just cover up his mouth and nose and
Okay, give it to
be
him.
careful to keep my fingers out of the eye holes.
Give it to him. You give him the sweet gift of mercy. He goes through a few minor throws of resistance, and then succumbs to it. A few moments later, you pull your hand away from his nose and mouth. But as you look at your hand, you notice it's full of blood.
That's what sinks are for.
I need you to make a power check.
Wawa.
Power.
So under 50. 46. Woo. Is that
You
good or
start to
bad?
sweat slightly, and you immediately stand up and start washing your hand in the sink, getting all the blood off. As the cold water goes over your hands, you start feeling more composed, feeling yourself again.
I'll immediately reach into my coat pockets, start looking at some of the old pictures of my original family, the old school family, and just kind of just focusing on that to help ground me.
Nakamura comes up and puts a hand on your shoulder each. Are you all right, Okami?
Just reminiscing, showing them the pictures, the burned Polaroids and burned pictures. Family ties. They help keep us together in this world.
Is he no longer with us?
These are long lost relatives.
No, the body on the floor each.
Man, what you think he ain't with us? He got eye holes and shit. Man, looks like a damn flute. No, Mr. Nicholas, let's start there. Mr. Nicholas has passed, but I will assure him that we will find who did this, one way or the other.
Okay, what is our next play?
Go trash digging.
Now, what did you do with the knife?
The knife is still with him. I would think that we would want to take that just because that's a cool knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Ichi will take it and just sort of put it in his coat pocket with the sheath and everything like that. We'll look at everything together.
Okay.
The trash, the thing that's in the trash can, and just sort of lay out the evidence.
What kind of shoes was this guy wearing?
Look like loafers.
All right, so he wasn't like really using the bathroom. He just found himself in there. So he was clothed, and somebody must have surprised him. Or see this. What's going through my mind is he's in the bathroom with the door closed. How did the person get in? They may have walked in. And
the door wasn't locked, though, either.
Yeah. All right. So whoever the assassin was walks in, gets him, kills him in the bathroom, then shuts the door behind him. But there's no signs of a struggle, which seems to suggest that this guy was familiar with his attacker and knew of him. And then maybe even accepted this as punishment, which makes no sense. But again, he's a religious zealot, so who knows what he's thinking. Okay. What time does a boarding pass indicate that the train that he's supposed to be on leaves?
I have a feeling the train has already left the building.
Boarding time is 3 o'clock. Train departure 3:30. Current time 2:30.
Oh, I guess we should get rolling.
Our next clue. Let's go to the train station. So
I'll bring the trash bag with us.
Yeah. Does this guy even have a room key in his pocket?
He does not.
I searched him. He didn't have anything. No ID.
Yeah. No ID. No room key. No nothing.
Cool knife. That's it.
So you take the knife and the trash can with you, correct?
No, we're not taking
the trash can. The trash bag.
Oh,
We just want to see what's in the bag.
I'm assuming it's a small bathroom trash can, so the bag shouldn't be anything too crazy.
The bag's not too big, but as you pull the bag out of the trash can, you hear clanking inside of it.
Oh, it might be loose change. Yeah,
like hollow metallic type sounds.
Oh, like little tubes or something. Well, we need to probably get rolling if we're going to buy train tickets or something, right? Or get to that train station. So
let's take a half second and see what's in the bag.
Okay. We'll lay out on the bed, on the nice white bed sheet, or on a towel or whatever, just the remnants of the trash can.
Okay. You dump it out onto one of the beds, and you see inside are 6 Glock Model 22s with their mags still in their wells.
It's a big
There's also a receipt from a hardware store.
Address
Okay.
on that receipt anywhere close?
It's semi-local to where the civilian is right now.
What did they buy?
On the receipt, it says that items purchased are 5 1-inch wide leather strands, 12 inches long, 1 wooden storage box, 20 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. Payment type on the receipt says cash.
Okay. Potentially something that they could put their lot item that they purchased in for handling, I guess, shipping. What about, okay, so the guns, you said how many were there?
6.
Shit. That's perfect. One for each hand for 3 of us. What about the other stuff with the hair trimmings and all that sort of stuff?
That was outside of the bag, like on top of it.
Okay.
You saw that there were a few razors in there and strands of hair ranging between 2 inches long to 4 inches long.
So does it look like head hair or beard hair, or other area hair?
Taint hair.
Yeah.
It looks like it probably came off somebody's scalp,
Okay.
like the top of the head.
Well, we don't need the pistols, so I don't know. We
Want
got
the hair?
I'll keep one. I will definitely keep one because I don't have one.
All right, there we go. Give each one of them. What are they? Glock 9 mils?
Nope, 40 cals.
40s. Got it. All right, we'll give each one of them. I'll inject the mags on 2 of them and give them the extra mags, just in case you need to reload. Yep. And then we'll put put everything back in the trash can. And now we're gonna have to take it with us since we touched it.
I would take it. Well, we also have touched doors and this and that, so I mean, I'm not too worried about cleaning up all of that because we've left a trail everywhere. They got cameras in the damn art auction place, I bet, that can see what we look like. So,
all right, let's get to the train station.
That guy around and shit.
Yeah. What's up, old man?
Well, let's get to the train station. We'll call Heisenberg on the way.
Yeah, I'll let the driver know, Osprey, that we're down in 3 minutes and we'll be going to this address and send him the address to the train station.
Very good. So you guys make it back down, curbside. Osprey's waiting for you in the van. Sliding door's still open.
All right, let's climb on in, and we'll put. I'll tell Osprey that we need to go to the train station, the nearest one. Well, does it give us an indication on the boarding pass what station it's leaving from?
Penn Station.
Tell him we need to get to Penn Station.
Taps on the partition, gives you the thumbs up, hits a button, sliding door closes, and he begins to take off.
All right.
We'll call Heisenberg, put him on speaker, same low pitch.
Also, have the driver turn on the rock and roll.
Okay.
Motorhead. Kick it in.
Yeah.
Starts rocking out up there.
Spades, the ace of spades.
Agents, what have you got for me?
We went through the hotel room that we wound ourselves up to try to find Deacon and his crew. Found no one except a person who was on the verge of death, not our doing. Stabbed several times, and his eyes were removed.
Goes by the name Apostle Jeroff Nicholas.
Yeah, the only indication of who he was our boarding pass for a train leaving out of Penn Station in about an hour. We're on our way there now, but no other indications of anything. The only other stuff we found were 6 Glocks, 40 caliber variety in the trash can, and hair. Looks like somebody shaved their scalp. And that's it. No other indications.
We found a ceremonial type knife, obsidian blade wrapped with a leather thong. I'll take a picture and send it to you immediately.
Okay. I don't have anything on an obsidian blade. As far as this Jeroff Nicholas, looks like he recently sold all of his possessions and joined the Whisper of Ages. I also have something here I wanted to wait until I got in contact with you individuals. I was doing some more deeper checking into Sunset Red, and it seems that the CEO is a man named Isaac Bauer.
We know someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that this Isaac Bauer may be your shot caller. So Can you tell me any information about this train? What's going on with it?
Other than that, we have a boarding pass from the guy. When we spoke to the auction house guy, he mentioned that there were 6 individuals that delivered the cash and took the artifact and then left. The stabbing that we had, the body he was still alive but barely hanging on, so it was quite recent. We're just going to go to the train station and maybe get lucky and find 5 individuals, one with a shaved head, carrying a wooden box bound with leather straps, because we found a receipt in addition to the guns in the trash can. So we're thinking they put...
Sorry, Adesso, go.
Well, I'm thinking that they bought the artifact, put it in this box, and are carrying it to the train station, and for whatever reason or another, eliminated one of their members.
Yeah, and I'll be booking through
And
Penn
what's
Station.
the purpose of the leather straps?
Tie the box closed, secure the item to the box.
The knife has a leather strap as well, so maybe they're buying handles for their blades.
I wish I could give out gold doubloons. I'd just be handing these things would be just dropping like a payout at some cheap ass penny arcade, man. It's so fucking awesome.
And what we'll also be doing, sir, is buying 3 tickets to the same train. So if we don't see them,
Whereabouts are you buying these tickets? Like, what's this train? When's it leave? What's going on with that?
what does the boarding pass say?
Train boards at 3, leaves at 3:30.
And where's it bound? Does it say?
Oh,
I'm sure it
didn't see
does.
that.
Did
Well,
we ever get
let's-
that, Ryder?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
an
what's the
Amtrak
destination?
train.
Yeah, but where's it going?
Did you guys take the ticket with you?
Yes.
Okay. It says it's a California Zephyr on a 3-day cross-country passage. You are to board the Lake Shore Limited, number 49. And as you relay this information to Heisenberg, he starts queuing stuff up on his end. And he says, okay, hold for 1.
Does it give the price of the ticket on there?
It does.
And how much is it?
$1,500.
Well, that sounds like he's going the whole length of the trip. You know, if it was like $30, $40, maybe it'd only be a city or two, but that sounds like a
3-day
supposed to be
trip.
there for 3 days. Yeah.
Heisenberg comes back on and says, okay, it looks like this California Zephyr pulls into Emeryville, Northern California. I got some satellite imagery of the Emery Cove Yacht Harbor. It shows several vessels are moored there. One yacht in particular, the Fire Anvil, has been on Homeland's watch list. It's registered to one Damian Landon. Looks like Landon is the CEO of Capital Vibrations out of Wisconsin, a company that's advertised as being able to assist other CEOs and people of upper management positions in tapping into their internal energies as a way of leading their employees. Sounds like a control freak. The company shows no revenue for the past 4 years. In fact, the past year shows a negative. Monies were pulled out of the coffers, but there's no record to where it went. It would seem that he has a tie to Sunset Red. From the data on this end, he likes to use Sunset Red as his courier of choice, and it would seem that he's filed more than a few insurance claims in regard to lost parcels. But Sunset Red has never disputed the insurance claims nor withheld payments. You're going to have to acquire that package before that train pulls into Emeryville, and those bastards get that artifact to that yacht.
Well, if they're on the train, then they'll be on the train with us.
Yeah. We probably should split up for purposes of boarding the train so we don't look like we're all together. And, yeah, we're looking for 5 guys with a box, one with a shaved head likely. And, yeah, that'll be interesting.
And once we're on the train, I'll make sure we walk by and see where Mr. Nicholas was supposed to be sitting, and then who potentially is sitting next to him.
So your trip to Penn Station takes just over 5 minutes. It's 1 mile away from the civilian. Agent Osprey pulls up to the curb of West 32nd Street. doesn't even put the car in park and pushes the button to open up the slider. He toggles something on the dash, and for the first time you hear his voice come over the intercom and says, "This is as far as I go with you agents."
All right, Osprey, thank you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll see you around.
You see off to the right stone steps that lead up into Penn Station. Tell me what you want to do.
All right. The ticket will indicate what platform it's leaving from. So where is that?
Off platform 6.
Okay.
And we have not procured tickets yet, or do we have
No,
them?
we have
Did
not.
Heisenberg get them for us?
He has not gotten them.
Okay.
You will have to buy them.
I had mentioned earlier then that I wanted to call in and purchase 3 tickets.
Did you?
If that, I was saying, yeah, I did that. I said that before Heisenberg. But if not, then we'll go and we'll hopefully be able to buy these tickets now.
Okay.
I think we should. Are they boarding?
Time right now is 3 p.m. They're starting to board right now.
Okay. Is there a group 1, 2, 3 they board, or can anyone just
Nope.
board whenever they
Everybody
want?
could just board once you procure your tickets. We'll say
Okay,
that you
well, we
did
have
phone them
one.
in, but you'll still have to pick them up.
Right. We can pick them up, or if we need to, well, I say we should get tickets just in case. If not, we can always board with our badges and say, hey, we need to search this thing.
Okay.
Let's not attract any attention to
Yeah.
ourselves. Let's grab some tickets and get on the train.
Okay.
Do we see anybody on the platforms matching the description of what we think we're looking
Well, let
for?
me describe Penn Station for you first. As you ascend the stone steps leading into Penn Station, you pass through the doors that never close, and it's here that it seems like the hustle and bustle of the streets of New York seem to funnel together. The interior of Penn Station has a food court feel to it, with all kinds of places to eat. You got TGI Fridays, Don Pepe Pizza, Penn Sushi, and all other kinds of things. You see stairs all over this level that lead down.
to the subway, according to the map here.
But there are signs to the west denoting the Amtrak concourse. This is where you would purchase your tickets. Starting from the left, you have Club Asila, then you have New Jersey Transit ticketing, then you have Amtrak ticketing, and then finally Amtrak customer service.
All right, let's go to the ticketing booth. We'll go over there and purchase some cash. Oh, we don't have any cash, do we?
You had almost 1.2.
Yeah, then someone said we wouldn't need
You
it.
left it behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have our company credit cards. So
You do.
yeah.
You probably still have the same cards that you had last time you had your venture, where they gave you a stipend on those cards.
Yep. So we will do that.
Okay. So now you have several ticket options. You got coach for $197. You've got a roomette that ranges between $700 to $1,000. You got a family bedroom which sleeps 4 and includes meals, water, and coffee, and that's $1,500. Or you could get a straight up bedroom for $2,000.
Okay, it sounds like our guy was on a room for $1,500. Is there any indication on his pass where it says ticket 1 of 4 or something like that?
No, it doesn't show any indication of that.
Does it give a cabin room or a room number on it?
It says room 7 of the roomette car.
Got it.
And what's a roomette?
They're smaller rooms that allow 4 individuals to sleep in it. It comes with meals, water, and coffee. Because otherwise, if you're in coach, you have to eat in your seat, and the diner car is not available to you.
Well, what I'd basically like to do is buy whatever we can that will allow us as much access to the train. So if the roomettes are the top of the line, then we'll do that.
The bedrooms would be top of the line.
We don't want to do that. What we really want is just to get on the train, and then we can use our credentials to bully our way where we need to be. So let's just spend the least amount of money as possible and get on the train. Hopefully
Like
we'll
I
get this
said,
resolved within the
tight.
next... Pardon?
Like I said, tight.
There we go, man. You thought you were cheap.
Yeah.
You frugal motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, do we not want to have a So we could all technically fit in a roomette, the three of us.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
It sleeps 4 people.
Okay. Well, then we can get one of those.
All right, let's get a roomette, and then we're good to go. 3 tickets for the roomette. We should all buy. Nah, fuck it. Let's buy 3 tickets for the roomettes, and let's get on the train separately. Cover as much ground as possible on the platform, looking for our suspects.
Okay. Now you see that there are signs for the 3-day cross-country passage for Amtrak's California Zephyr that shows that the first leg of the trek starts aboard the Lakeshore Limited 49, which leaves at a track 6. With a distance of 959 miles, the Lakeshore Limited will arrive at Chicago's Union Station with a travel time of just over 19 hours. The itinerary shows that although there are several short stops along the trek, there will be a 4-hour layover at Union Station. And then from there, you'll board the California Zephyr. Its final destination is Emeryville in Northern California. So in order for you to board the Lakeshore Limited, you're going to have to take the closest stairwell that leads underground to tracks 5 and 6 south. And if you just follow the signs, you'll find yourself on the lower level concourse of Penn Station. Because as most American stations have a tendency to hide the eyesore of a train not in motion, Penn Station's solution was a simple one. Make the station underground.
All right, well, once we've bought our purchased our tickets, get one to everybody. Bought in. Yes, once we've bought in, good grief. Anyway, once we've purchased our tickets, we'll give one to each one of us, and then let's all go down. Let's pace each other since we're not looking like a pack of guys looking after or going after somebody. Let's get, my suggestion would be to have each and Nakamura walk together, and then Odessa will just follow behind.
Okay. Why is that?
I don't know. It just felt right.
Okay, so as you guys descend the steps to the lower level platform, you start to approach the security metal detector for track 6.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm. Beyond the security checkpoint, you see a single level 11-car blue and silver train. It's got 2 locomotives, 1 Viewliner baggage car, 3 Amfleet coaches, 1 Amfleet business / cafe car, 1 Viewliner diner, and 3 Viewliner sleepers all in a row. You see several people milling about the platform, either boarding or asking one of the 2 conductors questions. And I'd like for you guys to make an alertness check. Each.
49 under 53.
Odesso.
Failure. 43 over 25.
You get to roll now. Or not now, but next time.
Mm-hmm.
As you're descending these steps, you notice an unusual person, if one could be called unusual in New York, who is on this side of the metal detector watching the passengers board the Lakeshore Limited 49. From this distance, it seems to be a woman with her dirty blonde hair pulled into a ponytail, and she wears these dirty blue jeans with a dark stain down the left leg and a scuffed up black leather jacket. And although most of her attention is on the boarding of the Lakeshore Limited, she continuously casts rearward glances towards the stairs that lead down to this level.
Okay, I will make it known to Makamura that this lady up here. Well, did he see? Because if so, then I'll go to Odessa and do it.
He did see.
Okay.
He's looking at the same thing that you're looking at. Like,
Okay.
Who is that hottie?
Keep an eye on her. I'm going to let Odessa know. And I'll kind of just...
She is still on this side of that security checkpoint. She hasn't gone through.
Right. Well, neither have we, right?
Yeah. No, you haven't. You're still descending down the steps.
Yeah. So
she could be one of the November group.
Ichi will walk over to Odessa and say, "Hey, Paulie, there's a lady here over here. See the one with the dirty blonde hair and the dirty jeans?
I do.
She keeps eyeing back at the stairs and looking through there, and maybe she's part of this. Maybe she's part of our end cell that we're looking for. I mean, maybe we can get a picture of her and see if Heisenberg recognizes her as part of the cell."
Excellent thinking.
As you guys are walking down the stairs, she notices you guys watching her.
Damn.
Good alertness.
Yeah. I was going to have each, my plan was to give each the phone and say, dude, you're probably more subtle than I am. Take a picture of her, and then I'll call Heisenberg and ask for verification. Well, now that she's noticed us, fuck it. Let's just walk up to her. Odysseus will walk up to her and say,
as you get closer to her, you detect that she's giving off this pungent odor. She smells like oil and asphalt and copper. She looks dirty and rank.
She look homeless?
She doesn't look homeless, but as you start drawing closer, she kind of backs away until her back hits the gate that she can't get any further away.
All right, can I make a human? I want to see if she's part of Delta Green, or I can think that she's got all the hallmarks of an agent, poised, alert.
Okay.
Somewhat educated, doing...
A junkie.
Yeah, or she's just a junkie, paranoid, looking for a mark to steal from, and she just happened to catch our eye. And my human is 55, so under 55 is what I need. 15 under 55.
Wow.
Oh, it's not a fail? I actually have to prepare.
No, it's not a fail for once. After 4 times in a row on the alertness here.
Although she looks homeless, she's far from it, but she seems out of it. From a mechanical point of view, you can tell that she's lost sanity below her breaking point.
Oh, okay. So she probably was one of us.
She looks at you as you draw closer.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the other 2 agents? Where's each in Nakamura?
We're both like around the same area. We're still trying to keep a little distance from each other, so we're not like a pack of 3, but we're within striking distance.
She's clocking the 3 of you, eyes darting between each of you. Adesso to each, to Nakamura, back to Adesso, back to each, back to Mac, just back and forth. She looks like she's running on fumes at this point. And it's now, Adesso, that you draw closer to her, that you see that this dark stain down her pant leg is actually blood.
Gotcha.
Blood brothers.
Adesso walks up to her and says, you ever been to the Sacramento Delta? I hear the fields are really green there.
She just collapses into your arms, trying to stay up without giving the ploy away.
Got it. Adesso catches her.
I'm Agent Nova.
Oh. Agent Odysseus, we'll get you some help.
It's too late. They're on board the train already. They ambushed us at the auction house. They thought I was dead, and they were dumping my teammates into the dumpsters. I slithered away. I had followed them back to the civilian and then followed them from there to here, but I can't make the rest of it. I can't get through security. I'm strapped.
Got it. Okay.
Got it.
Check.
Check, please. Okay. I tell her, hang on. We'll get you help. We're going to get on that train. We're going to get them.
It's
we're
too
sure
late.
You're okay.
It's too late. They're all over the place. Just let me be a diversion or something. Just drop me down here or something. I don't know what else to do.
No, there's no need for a diversion. We just need to get on the train.
How are you going to get me through the security? I got a gun on my side.
Okay, don't worry about the security. Don't worry about that at all. Did they have anything with them? Were they carrying anything?
They had a box. Some fucking box.
Okay, just relax. I'm going to call. I'm going to get you some help. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll get through. We'll do it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just be cool.
Maybe we need her as a diversion to run through and set off all kinds of alarms so we can get through, because how are we going to get through with our weapons?
We have FBI credentials.
Okay. You think that will allow us through?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Absolutely, I do. I watch cops do it all the time. They get down on everything. They go through metal detectors in airports and courthouses and everything. They just flash that badge. The people looking don't even bother to look up.
So you want to bring her with you? Or leave her behind?
I was going to call Heisenberg and have him send a team to pick her up and give her medical attention.
Okay.
Because if we bring her through, we set off the alarms, then she's going to be arrested. She'll get medical attention, but there'll be a lot of uncomfortable questions.
Well, she's a liability. She's broken. We should just call Heisenberg, say we have located a member of NCEL. The other ones are dead. in a dumpster somewhere. And
the guns were probably theirs.
Yeah, and we have confirmation that the people are on the train. Now, hopefully, because there were 6 Glocks in the bag and 6 of them, they dumped their guns to get on the train. So hopefully they're unarmed. But I don't know if that's... Because why would they have 6 Glocks in a trash can?
Right. Odessa will pull out his phone and give a call to Heisenberg.
So you want to contact Heisenberg? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Whips out the phone, gives a call.
Odessa.
We have located the November team. We have
I told
with
you
us
not to make them a priority.
They weren't. We stumbled upon them. We found the remaining member who's alive. Agent Nova. She's grievously injured. We're at the train station ready to board. She's given us valuable intel. Our targets are on the train and they have the artifact with them. We're going to board and pursue, but she's in a real bad way. Really, really bad way. Reports that the other agents have been terminated and disposed of in dumpsters along the path to get to this location from the hotel we were previously at.
All right.
Can you send somebody to help her out?
I'll send somebody ASAP. Go ahead and set her down on a bench somewhere.
Will do. Deso out. Nova, I've called our handler. We've got medical personnel on the way. I'm going to leave you here. Just stay frosty. We're going to get on that train, and we're going to solve this issue.
I'm a fucking school teacher. I shouldn't even be doing this shit.
No, don't go down that path. We've all been there. Don't do it. You're making the world a safer place. Because if we don't do it, no one will.
God bless you.
Odysseus, we need to go.
On it.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
So you guys start moving through the security line. People are going through. And sure enough, Odessa, you're the first one through. You set off the metal detector.
About the credentials?
Well, you would...
I would bring them out
before.
As I'm going through, I would flash it to them, letting them know.
They're looking at you and they nod and they gesture for you to come through and kind of go off to the side for a moment. Next one, each comes through, same thing. Next one, each comes through, same thing.
Makamura
comes through, same thing. Shut the fuck up. It was racist. So more people start coming through and you see the conductors. They're walking around and one of the conductors sees the three of you and motions for you guys to come down.
Okay, we go.
Present our 3 tickets.
Yes.
Even though we're trying to get on separately.
He says, you come with me for just a moment. I have a few questions to ask you, please.
Okay.
And he starts leading you along the transom and then turns down one of the corridors. And as you do, you notice that he has no hair under his cap.
Mm-hmm. And a German accent.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys round the corner, you see he turns and he's got an obsidian blade in his hand. Let's do this. Next episode.
Ah.
You know, obsidian's not going to set off a metal detector, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, well, they have knives. Big deal.
Yeah.
Who uses knives in combat? Fucking
Yeah, who
Stone
takes
Age
over a
anyway.
moving automobile or a plane with a knife?
Nobody. Thank you very much.
That's right. Nobody.
Got to cut all this shit out. I might just leave it in just for that shit.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, bro.
Yeah, right. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora Radio, iHeart Radio, Amazon Podcasts, and Audible. And if you like what you're listening to, be sure to leave us that 5-star rating and review. Don't forget about our YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20. So if you're into watching and you want to help support this show, then head on over and hit that subscribe button. It really does help the show out. We can also be found in the wild on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so don't forget to look for us there and check us out. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com where you can download the current show directly, pick and choose past shows from our archives, or view our galleries. We've got a lot of stuff posted over there, so check us out. And finally, join us on our Patreon at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast, where you can become a hard slinger and pick up swag. So until next time, keep your dice warm and your glass topped off as you roll those hard 20s.